Tito for the fighter, and we fought for the second time, I thought it was done. I thought it was over. And then everyone says, oh, Ken wasn't knocked out, and they stopped it prematurely. I was like, all right.
Everyone got on Herb Dean for the stoppage, saying it was too early. But if you look at that fight, he was landing unanswered blows. And if it was early, it was going to be over another 2 shots.
Herb Dean walked in.
It was nice to kind of, to push that away and get it done with. And, after it was over and done with, it was shake hands and, be a sportsman. And thanks for pushing me and making me, a better athlete, because I pushed myself even harder because I wanted to beat him so bad.
The Tito fight was a very interesting fight for me. I beat Chuck, and then Tito jumps up and says, well, I'll fight him. So rather than be stripped of the title, he puts his belt on the line. I'm the interim champ, and so we're going to unify the now split title in the undisputed matchup.
I think I respected a person that I shouldn't have respected so much. I gave him too much respect before the fight. For the first time in any of my fights, I went over and I touched gloves with him before the fight even started. And I think I gave away a fight by doing that.
Let's get it on, baby!
I think that first takedown attempt that he set the tempo for the fight. He spent over 3 minutes in on my leg trying to take me down, and culminated with me ending up on top, scrambling out of the takedown and taking him down with 2 minutes left. He spent the rest of the round on the bottom.
Each round, I just felt like I dug a deeper hole. Each round he beat me, took me down, I got a deeper hole. Like, he didn't finish me. He never hurt me at all.
I managed after that to take him down each and every round.
Oh, big right hand by Randy.
Once the fight started, it was all couture from 1 to 5. Desperation started kicking in. He knew he had to find a way to submit me if he was going to win the fight. And he rolls to a knee bar. There was about 40 seconds left in the fight. And I slipped it, and it was kind of sitting on his hips. And I had both of his feet. And all I could see was his butt. It just popped into my head. I'm going to give him a spanking. And I started spanking him.
It's all over. Randy, the natural couture. Captain America. Unbelievable. It's the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world.
After the fight, Tito was probably one of the most gracious losers you'll find. He raised Randy's hand. He put the belt around his waist. He was a gracious winner and a gracious loser.
Fighting to me is like life. When I lost that world title, I felt like a loved one dying. And it hurt so bad. It just like, it was the worst. I've never felt pain like that, ever. It took me a good month and a half to even get back in the gym after I lost the couture.
People get excited about him. They get excited to watch him lose. They get excited to watch him win. Outside the ring, he's one of the rare guys in this sport, at that point, who got it. He knew you had to, stand out there and sign every autograph and take every picture. And he was fine with that. He loved it, and he did it. And that helped lift not only himself to the next level, but the UFC as well.
I was doing the press junkets, traveling across the United States with Dana, and trying to promote mixed martial arts for what it really was. Having bleached heads, flames in my shorts, things I would say, things on the back of my t-shirts after the fight. It was just, charismatic. I think God gave me a gift, and I'm running with it, man.
Fight night, the time before the fight, it's one of those things where you're trying to balance focus and relaxation. It's easy to burn yourself out mentally, worrying too much, or just thinking too much, overthinking things is very possible. So, like I said, you try to strike that balance between relaxation and poise and focus.
Mind giving me a quick background real quick before we go down?
I think the advantage of living in Vegas and kind of getting to sleep in your own bed and kind of have all the comforts of home, so to speak, is that, there's just that much less of your routine you have to break. Familiarity always makes things easier, so I think it's an advantage.
Being a UFC fighter and, having your entourage with
you. It's great because you got your friends. You're in a relaxed environment. Nobody's causing drama around you. You know, you can always speak your mind. You don't have to keep your mouth closed. You can be yourself. So having an entourage with you, you know, it's the best. Because those people they know you better than anybody else. It's very relaxing, and it helps you also get mentally prepared for the fight. You know, if you have people that you're really not used to, you're going to be tense, and you're just not the same person. So it's a big difference when you have your crew and you don't. I'm fighting in Vegas. I'll sleep in my own bed with my wife and my cats tonight. And, you know, just drive down the street 10 minutes to work. Just like another day at the office. I mean, this is just a fight for me. You know, obviously I've been in a bad place, and I've just gotten to change some things about my life and start viewing things more positively. And not to sound crazy, but kind of almost take a page out of Tito's book, you know? I'm not going into the fight looking to make excuses, but when you look back at your performance and you're dissatisfied, their excuses and their reasons, you know, and I really just want to have a good time, you know, have fun, enjoy myself, get back to that guy that would smile when he got punched in the face and was just kind of like, man, this is cool, you know? This is awesome. The goal is to crush Forrest's face. That's what I want to do, is crush his face, you know? Whatever the outcome is, I'm just going to go and try to hurt him. My hand needs to be raised, and that's what I need to do. Whatever it takes to win the match, I'm going to win the match. You know, there's not much strategy. You're going to see the old T. Ortiz coming out. I come out with a lot of heart, and that's why fans love me fighting. The raps that I like, my coach usually does it. Man, it takes like 15 minutes for him to do it because he does it all crazy, but it's a legit rap. When he gets done, the commission say, that's the best rap I've ever seen. I'm going to go out there and punch you in the mouth no matter what. I'm fighting Phil Baroni, somebody that's been around for a while, got a lot of experience, but I feel that I'm a better fighter technically, and I think I can definitely push the pace in the fight and kind of exploit where I think I'm better. I absolutely like using the cage. I like it to get out. I like it to press people again, to be able to put takedowns. You can definitely use it as an advantage on your feet. Anytime there's a barrier there, you can cut someone off that's moving a lot. So, yeah, it's absolutely it's a tool to be used. The key to setting the pace in the fight is just that. And it's not always being the aggressor. Sometimes it's letting them come to you. Sometimes be counter, sometimes be aggressive. And I just try to find a balance in between where I'm always kind of, you know, it's always my turn, so to speak. Even if I'm not hitting or going for a takedown, it's always something that I'm kind of waiting for the ball to be in my court.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision,
Dude, you split that up in all kinds of ways. Woo! It was good stuff.
I thought watching his last fight, his cardio was much better. And this fight, you know, he hung in there. I felt like a lot of his slowing down had to do with the body shots. And I felt like stuff was working in the clinch. You know, you had to be careful with his hooks and uppercuts. I was kind of staying safe, so I just wanted to continue working there.
Right before the ref says, let's go, I'm saying to myself, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Now look at him. And most fighters now, they have such a good poker face before a fight. You can't tell who's nervous, who's scared, or who's ready. This is what I say to myself, okay, it's time to go, and we actually gonna do this. Let's get it on.
Game plan, stick and move, keep a lot of movement, you know, counters, punches, look for the takedown, you know, obviously. He's a big hitter, you know, caught me some nice shots. The knee just kind of glanced my eyeball, so I knew if I just took the 5 minutes, I'd be fine. Yeah, come back from adversity, that was a hell of a fight, you know.
I just should have executed more. After him poking me in the eyes, that made a big difference. Then he did it twice, and he got both eyes the second time. Because when he swings, he jabs with his open hand or whatever. My eyes are burning like hell right now. It's all good. I mean, he won, and oh well. I just gotta take it easy and get ready for my next fight. You're sitting there and you're about to go out and the song starts and people are going crazy and it's surreal, you know, it's a lot to take in, it really is. It was like skydiving for the first time, where you're sitting there and you're like, what have I gotten myself into? I don't want to do this. And then my thought is, well, let's just go do it. Let me just get it done.
Force cuts down from 240 pounds. When you cut that much weight, you really dehydrate your brain. So when you get punched in the head, chance of getting knocked out is pretty much a little bit easier. So that's our goal.
Here we go!
I definitely come out and I put some soft jabs out there and just see what's available, see what's gonna happen, you know.
Hey, set the job!
I like to be guided. Even if I don't choose to accept their guidance, I like to hear a plan.
Control the head! Feet on the hip! In his head! Head control! Head control!
It gives you a starting point, a jumping off point. You know, oh, he thinks I should do this. Well, maybe I'll do this instead, but at least it gives you one option.
For the winner, by split decision,
I want to get my fans' message. Thanks for your guys' support. You know, I'm still young, 34. You know, I still have 5 more fights ahead of me. Me and Forrest hope we'll do it again, and it'll be better. My hand will be raised and bigger. I want to thank all my fans for just supporting me. You know, I gave my heart and soul, guys. I apologize. I hate losing to my fans. I feel like I let them down. You know, I feel like I let my family down, and I gave my heart.
Amir, you were fight of the night.
Man, I changed the way I trained, you know. I'm just trying to do it out of fun and not fear and enjoy it. Just like, honestly, I sound cliche, but just be thankful for this experience.
There's a hole in my face, bro. I'll fix it. Why'd you let him do that to me, dog?
That first minute, you saw he just whooping my ass, I had nothing. And then after he took me down, we got up and we locked up, and I started getting stronger, you know, and the adrenaline dump wore off. You know, for me, it's just about getting past that first little adrenaline dump, and then I feel good, you know. Yeah, man, it's fun, you know. It's not a bad job. 50 minutes, man, it ain't that hard.